Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bellabraddock.
And I'm Amelia Bellabraddock. And today, Disney dining has gone totally haywire.
Yeah, it's Disney dining episode. I wouldn't say it's gone haywire. I think these are good things. If you say it's gone haywire, doesn't that mean it's bad?
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, we're going to talk.
Opinion.
We got 4 stories today, and 3 of them have to do with dining. And they're all good, in my opinion, things that are coming back and or new. And let's start with this BoardWalk Deli. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and it seems to be moving fairly quickly. So the BoardWalk Bakery, which I never really went to because I'm not a bakery type of morning person foodie, is now becoming a deli, which makes way more sense to me. Yes, they're still going to have baked goods, but now they're going to have other stuff. And I think you will like this.
And it kind of fits with the theme better as well.
Yeah, and it says opening later this summer. Well, it's already August, so when is later this summer?
Good point.
So we'll see if it's open when we're there in a couple of weeks.
Later this summer means September 20th.
But now we have a sneak peek of the menu. So, and it sounds good to me. You tell me what you think. So they are inspired, of course. It's the boardwalk. So New York City, Jersey Shore, that type of stuff. Everything will be baked in-house, which I like.
Ooh.
So it's going to be fresh baked bread and buns and all that sort of stuff. All right. So for breakfast, there's everything from a bagel with eggs, sausage, and cheddar. So sort of an everything bagel. And then they even have plant-based. So if you're a plant-based person, they've got a ciabatta breakfast sandwich. Do you like breakfast sandwiches?
I don't know what that is, so I'm going to lean towards
well,
no.
like, a bagel with stuff on it.
Do they have plain bagels?
Yes, they'll have plain bagels as well.
Great, I will be getting
So
that.
you would rather have a plain bagel with probably cream cheese, right?
I'm a very plain, uninteresting person.
As opposed to like an Egg McMuffin type of sandwich.
Yes, that is correct.
So, well, you'll be able to get it all fresh baked in-house, and then for plant-based people, that's good. And now lunch and dinner, I think this is more up your alley.
Yes. For lunch and dinner, there are hot and cold deli sandwiches, a classic pastrami.
Oh, the Reuben.
Yes.
The classic pastrami Reuben. That's good.
And also a signature Italian sub.
Which I also like.
Yeah. And there's also roast chicken sandwich for, those kind of people. And, of course, a classic grilled cheese with tomato soup.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. So I really love this idea. So, you don't have to rely on Earl of Sandwich exclusively now.
For grilled cheese.
For grilled cheese or any really fresh baked sandwich. So that's good.
Oh, and the dessert I'm also intrigued by.
Oh, they got cannolis.
Scones.
Crumbcake, which is a Jersey classic.
Yes, I don't
and
know what
more.
that is, but sounds
so
good.
Lots of good stuff. I do think that converting the bakery to a deli makes a ton of sense and will be very welcome in that whole boardwalk, beach club, yacht club area. It's just another good place to go for lunch.
It's good because even if you're staying at the beach club or the yacht club, you can still go there, so we'll get more traffic.
Yeah, because that beach club quick service inside is not the greatest.
It's subpar.
There's Hurricane Hannah's, but then you got to go by the pool to get that and stuff. So this is a great idea. So as I said, they said later this summer. We don't know what that means, but it is August now, so there's not much summer left. So hopefully that's coming soon. All right, now to another classic favorite that we talked about, Victoria and Albert's. Reopening, and we now know a little bit more about the menu, and they've shared photos.
Ooh, photos, always intriguing. So firstly, there are now mocktails on the official Victoria and Albert menu.
Yes, or as they call them, zero-proof cocktails.
Okay, but as normal people call them?
Yes.
Mocktail.
Yeah, so this is now, so we've talked about this a lot in the past when we go with Amelia. They said, which, they used to offer it as sort of just something that wasn't officially on the menu, and then they would go in the back and prepare this quite elaborate, fresh mocktails for every round because we had the wine pairings. And we kept saying, this should be a regular thing because I know there's pregnant women who've liked it and just some people who don't drink who would like it as well to take part in the unique rounds of each serve, but not have it as a cocktail or wine.
They're quite good. I mean, I haven't tried cocktails, obviously, but in my opinion,
no, they were good.
And even you, who was drinking, obviously, had said that they were better.
Yeah, I tried them and I said this would have been great as a cocktail. So we'll see if they're the same things next time we go. So that's pretty good. They finally made it part of the menu, so that is really, really good news because they're great. And now the dishes, there's a little bit of upgrades. There's things like the Glacier 51 toothfish. Now, we had toothfish when we were there, very rare fish with charred mushroom and sambal, heirloom tomatoes, and gazpacho. And they have a 100-year-old balsamico, which I think we tried that as well. And
how do they keep it 100 year olds? Just every year they put another one away?
Well, they only give you like a drop. It's funny, right? There's only a drop or two.
It's quite good, though.
It's quite good. It is. It's bursting with flavors. Like you're going, what is this? With an eyedropper on your plate. And then, bam, you can really taste it. And then carrot tikka masala and cilantro and puri bread. And then another thing that I know you loved, the spectrum of chocolate.
Oh, yes, that was quite
good.
At
At the end of the dinner.
The end of the dinner was very delicious. Well,
so now it says there's 4 specially sourced chocolates. So I don't know if they're doing this differently. Served tableside with sabayon, which is a sauce, with notes of Madagascar, vanilla beans, champagne, and Grand Marnier. So it almost sounds like, I don't know if this is the chocolates or if this is 4 chocolate desserts that you dip in this sauce. But whatever it is.
Well, they did have also, in addition to the chocolates, like a chocolate dessert at the end after the blue cheesecake.
Oh, I don't even remember that. But I guess you do because you're a chocolate lover. I'm not a huge chocolate fan,
well,
but
you enjoyed your blue cheesecake and didn't
I
eat
did
that
love
dessert.
the blue cheesecake. So that's blue cheese dessert cake, which Amelia ran to the bathroom and hid for.
No, I eloquently removed myself from a situation.
Except you didn't tell anyone that you did that. So everyone wondered where. So they kept the dessert on the plate, or the pre-dessert as we call it.
I didn't want to offend anyone, but I didn't want to eat it either.
So lots of good stuff, lots of returning favorites, it sounds like. And there is now a guajillo sauce that is smoked tableside that highlights the rich flavors of roasted guajillo chilies, charred jalapenos, and black peppercorn. This I would love. Maybe not you. And there's a touch of caramelized sweetness with turbinado sugar and fresh lime. So real sort of Latin theme there, right? A little Mexican theme, it sounds like.
I like they're branching out a little bit.
Yeah, I really love the whole sounds of it. And they've shown pictures now of the newly renovated room. It just looks more modern, right? It was sort of old, like almost like 1800s grandma's house.
Nice.
Did you think?
Well, yes, of course. But
it was nice, for sure.
I enjoy the 19th century decor.
But now it's like crystal chandeliers and new murals. It's sort of a little bit brighter, not super bright, but a little bit brighter.
Now it's like 20th century.
Yeah, now it's like 20th century, but they still have the harpist.
Yes.
So the harpist is good.
It's very good. It made me want to go put on a corset and a giant skirt and just dance around.
And now there are still 3 dining options from which to choose.
So this includes the main dining room.
Which is what we normally do.
This serves a tasting menu, which is like a bunch of tiny courses, usually around 9. Sometimes they increase it.
Yeah.
And they're like small portions, but you get to try a variety of different foods, from fish to beef and duck and
that is based on sort of seasonal things. So they highlight, whatever's freshly sourced, sort of farm to table there. That's what they have on there in the main dining room, which is where we go. We have not done the 2 upper level. I'm not really sure I want to. I sort of like just the main dining room. It depends if you really want the attention. So talk about the Queen Victoria room, which is level 2.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to, this one has not been updated, but the Queen Victoria room offers a menu created by
the chef de cuisine, yes.
Shouldn't it be le chef de cuisine? I'm sorry, that's not important.
Well, it's English. So chef de cuisine is a term. So when I went to chef school, that's what I got. That is my designation as a chef de cuisine. So that's sort of a graduate of culinary school. It's like a BA in the culinary world.
Why is it French?
Because all cooking is based on a French approach when you go to culinary school. Little sidebar here. So everything is named after French.
Sorry, it just looks wrong to say the and then sorry.
I know, but it's just
my French
that is the title, like a PhD.
Yeah,
and so this sitting, they say, is fit for royalty.
This is the only reason I want to go here. I don't even want the food. I just want to sit in this room.
So this one is tableside service. So if you watch Hell's Kitchen, if you've never been to one of these places where they come tableside and they're going to serve your dishes sort of right to you. So, this one's a little bit higher end. It's served at your table, a little bit more upscale, but not the premium level of service.
I'm just saying, for me personally, right, as you get more scale, yes, also A, it gets more expensive, and B, the food gets weirder.
It can, but also
they're not just making more expensive steak. Now you're getting duck.
Yeah, but they're going to be more attentive, and especially on the final one.
Can I get a New York strip loin?
The chef's table. Well, you don't go here if you just want the basics, right?
Fair point. The chef's table is the premium, one-of-a-kind experience, and this is where the chef team or the culinary team creates a custom tasting menu. And if you want to interact with the chefs, obviously, then this is the one you would go with.
Yeah, if you want to really talk to the chef and have the chef come out and be right at your table, this is the chef's table, essentially, this is the one for you. I don't even know the pricing of these. I never really looked. I know it was around, for 3 of us with tips and all that stuff, close to, I think it was around $1,800 US by the time we were done.
For the chef's table?
No, for the regular dining room.
Oh, I was going to say
15,
that.
I don't know.
Really, that doesn't seem that much higher than what we...
So it's, these are obviously going to be that much more expensive, but, this is not a place we go all the time, right? These are special occasions.
You wouldn't
once
want
in a while.
to go all the time.
Yeah, so definitely, if you have not been to Victoria and Albert's, yes, it's expensive, but it is one of the top restaurants in the state of Florida, if not the U.S.
What warrants custom, dining? How customized can it possibly get?
Probably pretty custom. You remember, even for the main dining room, they call you several days before you go, and they talk to you about the menu and they work it through. So this will be even more on the fly, I would guess. I mean, you can't just ask for anything in the world, obviously. But
if I were to ask for a New York strip,
then I would kick you out and never take you there again, unless they did something. Unless they could do something really cool with it that we have not seen before.
Well, I just want one of the course. Then you can have your beef.
All right,
whatever.
Let's hop across the Pacific Ocean now.
Ah, yes.
To Disney Aulani, where a restaurant is finally reopening.
This one is a little bit less classy than Victoria and Albert's.
Yes.
But still
it is
a good
signature dining.
Yes.
It is the nicest restaurant there.
Yes, and it is still a good spot to hit. This is Ama Ama, which is finally reopened at
Do you know what Ama Ama means? What it is in Hawaiian? You know the going to the hukilau and all the ama come swimming with me?
I know that. I just don't know.
I think it means mullet in Hawaiian. So it's a fish. The ama are the fish.
I thought you meant the hairstyle for a second.
No.
I was like, whoa.
So the ama are the fish. But yes, we like ama. We liked it before. So it's reopening this fall. Again, no date. It's dinner only. And again, they've reimagined the restaurant. There's more coming, the more to be released. But, I've been wondering. It's been closed, obviously, a long time through COVID. Aulani without ama open, so it was sort of like Auntie's for me. There's much more limited dining, right? It's the signature dining there. The character dining was open on the other side, and there's a quick service. But ama was the main restaurant.
Yeah, it's
by the ocean, right? It's right on the ocean front.
It's kind of like the Polynesian when you close Ohana.
Exactly. It's similar to that, but it's way better than Ohana.
Well, yeah.
This is good signature dining. I'm assuming it's going to be better now when it reopens this fall. So definitely... I would say book it. Definitely book it if you're wondering.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it there. I'm assuming it's only going to be better. And now, so lots of new dining coming, conversions and reopenings and new menus and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you're booking your holidays, keep those in mind. And then finally, to close it out, pool closures. Now, they're giving us lots of warning on these. These are for 2024. But here's the thing.
If you're booking your vacation for 2024 March break, you want to know.
You want to know these things because it's so common that I see online. Oh, shoot, the pool's going to be closed. I didn't know. So pay attention. We're giving you ample warning for 3 of these. No deluxe resorts here.
Yes. From approximately January to April 2024, they will be applying maintenance to the Fantasia pool at All-Star Movies.
The Fuentes del Moro pool.
Yes, at Disney Caribbean Beach. And the...
Doubloon Lagoon.
Yes, I was about to say Doubloon.
Doubloon, like pirate, right? The doubloons.
At Port Orleans French Quarter.
Yeah, so those 3 pools will be closed in the first quarter of 2024. So bear that in mind because... First quarter, which means January, February, March. Oh, plus a bit, actually. So, yeah, you want to know that because it's a pain to get there and not know. It's fine to know and then make the decision, I don't care about the pool, I'll go.
Or it depends how many pools
at least you want to know for those. All right, everyone, that is the news for this week. Lots of fun dining. We hope you are planning a Disney vacation shortly, and thanks, as always, for joining us here at 1923 Main Street. We'll see you again next week. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street, and have a magical day.
Bye-bye.